Okay. So I'm home already.
Chat.
Okay.
Okay. And I think you're good here, woman. You got your chat going there, and you got your stuff here. Okay.
I'm already home, so I could say.
They're live already.
Okay. Good evening, everyone! Lahat ng mga kababayan ko sa US at saang-saang sulok ng mundo, magandang gabi at good morning sa lahat na sa Pilipinas. Good morning, Philippines! Welcome to my channel, Cooking with Manang Wilma. I know there's so many of you waiting and watching. We have a special guest chef. And I'm sure a lot of my family are watching. And so before we introduce our special guest, I would like to shout out whoever is here now. Okay, yan ang ano natin is we do the shout outs first. Okay, shout out to our regular viewer, Divina Sanchez and Hector Sanchez from Novaliches, Metro Manila. Thank you, Hector and Anga for faithfully joining our weekly live show. Okay? And shout out to Lina Gimalan. It's actually my niece Alyssa from Poblacion 1, Clarin, Misamis Occidental. Welcome. And shout out to my sister Ninette from Loveland, Colorado. Thank you for joining. She's been attending here several weeks. She must be having some time from work. I mean, a day off. We just been probably got the time to watch our live. And shout out to my sister, Lina Gimalan from Clarin, Misamis Occidental. And shout out to my niece, Cheryl Pahayahay. Thank you, Shing. I appreciate you watching and joining us on our live. That's a big help. Every one of you that join on my live show, it's another addition to my views. We have a lot of si Lolo YouTube natin, malaki ang requirements, they really have a lot of requirements to be monetized on YouTube, and every one of you is helping me when you join the live show. So thank you, all of you guys. And shout out to may pasito. Oh, my sister, Christina. Thank you from Minnesota. And shout out to Lani Racines from Usami City. Good morning. Good morning. And shout out to my brother-in-law and my cousin, his wife, Dan Henderson and Bibi Henderson. Used to be known in Philippines as Rose Studio. Thank you for joining our live show. I know my brother-in-law Dan is always there, and I really appreciate that. And shout out to my friend Angging in Dipolog City. Thank you, Angging. I'm glad you could join I miss you. And shout out to my other sister from Cheyenne, Wyoming. Thank you, B. I'm so happy you could join. Okay, and shout out to my daughter all the way from Houston, Texas, Kylene Henderson. Thank you, Nak, for joining. And shout out to my other daughter, Christy Waldron. And shout out to Henry and Jana. Thank you guys for watching. You want to watch your Auntie Rachel cook tonight? Yeah, we all want to watch her. Okay, shout out to M.M. Flores, all the way from Oroquieta City. Thank you, M.M. And shout out to the whole household there. There's Ayn Flores, there's Ariel Flores, there's Mads Consor, and there is Joy, and there is Dudong, and Junjun. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Okay, and shout out to Zoe Orais. I don't know who that is, but thank you. Thank you for joining. Shout out to Vlanea Mirasol. Thank you. Thank you. From Melissa. Oh, okay. Now I know who you are. Thank you guys for joining. And shout out to Melissa from Panalsalan. Thank you. And shout out to my very good friend, my BFF, Joy Cagas from Cebu City. Thank you, Ter. Finally could join and I could see you. Okay. And let me see who else here. Oh, shout out to my grandson and my granddaughter, Atreo and Naomi in Houston, Texas. And shout out to Tata Rose from Hong Kong. Thank you, Ta. Very faithful viewer here sa ating mga live. Okay? And shout out to Lara May Bilbao from Lapasan, Mayor's Village. Thank you for joining. And shout out to Rigo Racines. Thank you. Thank you. And let me see here. Boy, my eyes is not very good. Shout out to Robot Massacre 69. I know this is Japhet. Thank you, Japhet, for joining. And shout out to Christy. Thank you, Christy, all the way from Davao City. And shout out to Pastor Pat Sanchez. Thank you. And shout out to Manang Clan. Thank you, Manang Clan. Welcome, welcome. And shout out to Miriam Jones from Florida. Thank you, Miriam. Very faithful viewer ito sa ating live. Thank you so much. And shout out to Janet Racines from Usami City. And shout out to Lizel Abiliano and Pastor Tom. Thank you from, what's the place there? Josefina Zamboanga del Sur. Thank you and shout out to the whole Tom Avellano family. Okay. There! I don't wear glasses, but I know my eyes. I don't know what's going on with my glasses today. Okay. Let me see. Oh, John David. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was Jacket. Okay, shout out to my nephew, John David. Thank you for joining. Okay, I think I already give a shout out to everyone that's here. So now I will introduce you to our very special guest. We're going to watch her cook tonight, and she's going to show us how to make this. I will let her tell you what she's cooking, okay? So let's go watch my niece Rachel Henderson Peck, all the way from Rawlins, Wyoming. She will be cooking for us tonight. Here you go. Today we have a special guest, my niece Rachel Peck, and she will be cooking for us for our live show. So here it is. Rachel, take it away.
Okay, we are going to be making a coconut cream cheese pound cake, and this one doesn't have any frosting.
Oh, that sounds good.
It just has a powdered sugar icing glazed over the top of it, and yeah, we can go ahead and get started. So we've got the oven preheating to 325 degrees, and we've already buttered and floured our pan. So now we're going to start with some butter. And this is hopefully softened to room temperature. And then our cream cheese. And we are going to beat this all together before adding any other ingredients. There's going to be, let me plug the mixer in. All right. Now that that's mixed together pretty well, we're going to add our sugar.
Look, can you start right there?
Okay, so now that's fluffy and it's gotten a bit paler in color, which is exactly what we want. I'm going to give a bowl a scrape. Okay. Now we're going to add the eggs one at a time and beating after each addition.
We are having problem. So hang on. We'll just put them.
I'm going to scrape the bowl every once in a while.
So for those that has to do this manually, that would really give them some muscles, huh?
Yeah, it would.
Or you can use a handheld mixer, work just fine too. But yes, if you're doing this with whisk.
They don't have if you're doing it with the whisk.
I don't know if anybody that would attempt this, they didn't have some kind of
They do that. For those that don't have the mixer, yeah.
Right.
Oh, it did it again. Yeah, I hold it at the bottom. Why don't we just start it all over again, babe?
You're fine. You're good. Yeah, this button right
This one here.
here. Don't hit that.
Okay. I like this. There's not that much of a mess.
So far, so good.
Yeah. So we're going to scrape this up. Scrape the bowl one more time. Take this out.
There. This would just be perfect when we get done with this. The oven is ready.
Yeah. Okay, so now that we've got all the eggs in there, we're going to add our vanilla extract. And then some kosher salt and baking powder.
Don't worry, you guys, because ingredients for this recipe will be on the description. So it might take you guys a couple of days because the live show usually take a couple of days to process by YouTube, and after that we could add a description. So we'll have the description then in a couple of days.
Okay, so now with our mixer on low, we're going to start adding the flour.
So that's the secret there. You put it on low so you wouldn't have flour all over your face when you dump the
Yes,
flour.
it would make
I
a big
had
mess.
that. So you just put it in low, mix, and then until you got all the flour in the mixture, huh?
Yeah. Okay, now almost all of the flour is mixed in, but we're going to stop just before it's fully incorporated because we are going to be stirring in the coconut. We don't want to overmix our batter. So I'm going to take this out of here actually. Do you want me to move this here? So we're done with that mixer for now. Take this. Quite a thick batter. So we don't want to overmix. So when you see just a little bit of flour left in the cake batter, you can turn it off. We're going to stir in our toasted coconut. This is just the regular coconut, the dried coconut flakes that you get in the baking aisle. And I toasted them in the oven for about 8 minutes, stirring every couple of minutes and just checking on it. Make sure it doesn't burn. And now we'll stir it all in.
So what temperature in the oven you set it at?
I roasted it at 350.
350, okay.
Yeah.
For how long again?
For about 8 minutes.
8 minutes,
Yeah,
okay.
but
Now you could check
checking
so
it
make
and
sure it don't
stirring
get
it every 2 minutes.
Okay. Just put it in a baking pan and...
Yeah, lay it flat on a baking sheet.
Okay.
You have to keep an eye on it because it can burn really fast towards the end there.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that's all mixed in, we're just going to pour this in our bundt
There
pan,
you go.
which we've already greased and floured. It's a very simple recipe. Just one mixing bowl.
No mess.
Pour it all in. Yeah, mix it up.
Really looks yummy though. So.
Yeah, the toasted coconut gives it a little extra flavor.
And you know, as Filipinos, we love coconut.
Yeah. You could use fresh coconut. You would just want to
Toast it still.
toast it or at least
That's
pat
probably
it,
what
pat
they
it
do.
dry so there's not as
no
much
moisture
liquid.
in it,
Yeah.
yeah.
But we don't have fresh coconut here in Wyoming, so. Alright, so we're just going to smooth
We have
this
to make
out.
do with what we got.
Yeah.
That looks good. I'm excited.
Okay.
She does it exactly the same way you do with
Yep.
your finger and the
You
white.
don't want to waste
That's
all
how it
that good
works.
dough,
Yeah.
yeah.
Alright. Now our
Okay.
oven is preheated, so we're just going to pop this in. It bakes for about 70 to 80 minutes. Towards the end there, you want to keep an eye on it, and when a toothpick comes out clean from the center, that's when it's ready.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, it's still
Yeah, so
Yeah,
this needs to
still
cook
wet.
longer. That's been in there for 70 minutes.
Today we have a special guest, my niece Rachel
It started over
Peck,
again.
and she will be cooking for us for our live show.
You don't want to show the picture?
Here it is, Rachel. Take it away.
Okay. We are going to be making.
Now you're back.
Okay, mga friends and family, I'm so sorry. Seems like we had difficulty with this video, but I will put this video out because this is really such a good recipe and very simple. But seems like we had a problem with the video because I accidentally pressed the button on my headset. So that's why it come out like that. But we will put out the video, so watch for the video in my blog. You will be notified, and I will make sure you get this. And the recipe, again, will be on the description of the video. So I'm so sorry. I apologize for our technical difficulties with the video. But it is so delicious. That was so good. We had it for dessert after our dinner tonight. So I'm so sorry. And I'm gonna finish shouting out the other people that just arrived. Shout out to Helen in Panalsalan, Misamis Occidental. And shout out to Love from Balyangaw, Misamis Occidental. And shout out to Rosel from Mandawi City. And my niece Carmela from Iligan City. And shout out to Zach. He is also watching. Hello, baby Zach. You see your Nanay Wilma here. And let me see. Oh, shout out to my classmate, Sangay Wilma Calbit. And shout out to May Abiliano from Hong Kong. Yeah, somebody is asking for the contest. Okay, next week we're going to have a cooking contest. I will make a very simple recipe that I want you to make, and we will have a cooking contest. Now we're going to make tortang talong. I'm sure all of you could get the eggplant and egg. So make sure you take a picture with your tortang talong and picture with you holding what you made, okay? And send it to Cooking with Manang Wilma so that I could see all of the entries there. There's only one place that I could look. And we will give away two prizes. Two prizes for the tortang talong, 250 pesos each. So send in your entry, and I hope there's going to be more than 2 people that will send in an entry, and if we will show them to the viewers, whoever will be on the viewer next week, next Friday. Then the viewer will judge who will be the winner, the 2 winners. They will pick the 2 winners. Okay? Okay, remember, tortang talong is the entry. Everybody will make tortang talong, and you will be the judge who's going to win on that contest. It should be very easy for everybody to make that. I want everybody to send an entry. I will be very happy if more than 2 people will enter. And as I said, 250 pesos, 2 winners of 250 pesos. But tonight, how many viewers we have, Ed? 35 viewers. Thank you so much. I forgot, there's one more here. Shout out to Herald Habagat. Yeah, I forgot to shout out to you. I think I already got everybody that is here. Rigo Racines. Okay, we have confirmed 35 viewers tonight. And we will give all of you 50 peso load, okay? So, you could be here next week again. And please send in your entry. All you have to do, you all have a cell phone that has cameras. Just take a picture of your tortang talong with you in it. And then send it to Cooking with Manang Wilma. That's where you send it, on the messenger page of Cooking with Manang Wilma. So I don't look everywhere for your entry. So if you don't send it on the Cooking with Manang Wilma, then I would not be able to accept your entry. You will not be entered unless you send your entry to the messenger Cooking with Manang Wilma. Okay, guys? Okay, see you next week. And congratulations, everyone. You get the 50 peso load for your cell phone. So those who are new, please give me your cell phone number so I could get my sister to give you that load of 50 pesos. Okay? Thank you so much and have a good weekend and have a good Saturday and Sunday, everyone in the Philippines. Bye! See you next Friday and Saturday in the Philippines. Thank you. Huh?